First of all, if you're not caught up in Star Wars animation, you're doing yourself a great disservice. Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, all great shows. But something Star Wars has done in the last couple of years with their Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire, and now Tales of the Underworld shows is add supplemental stories with characters that we don't really see either all that much of or we don't know their fate from the main Star Wars shows and movies and whatnot. And that was certainly the case with the most recent batch of episodes of Tales of the Underworld. The Asajj Ventress ones were decent, albeit underwhelming. Didn't really add a whole bunch of new context to her character. The Cad Bane ones, however, were fucking awesome. These were really, really cool and added a great backstory to the Cad Bane character that we knew and loved from Bad Batch, Clone Wars, and later Book of Boba Fett. And one top takeaway I had from those Cad Bane episodes was that, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen them, please go back and check them out. They're very brief. But the top takeaway that I had was that the character they introduced at the very end, Isaac, first of all, certainly is Cad Bane's son. They don't explicitly say that, but surely he is Cad Bane's son. Second of all, he has to be brought back. They can't just introduce this character without reintroducing him later on. And the perfect time to do so would be, not so much a bold opinion here, in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out next spring. That's supposed to feature all the characters from Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett and maybe Ahsoka, hopefully. And if Boba Fett's still alive, which we know him as to be after Book of Boba Fett, why wouldn't Isaac, the son of Cad Bane, who was killed by Boba Fett in Book of Boba Fett, want revenge for his father? Cad Bane's an incredible character. I was sad when he was killed off in Book of Boba Fett, but you can have him live on through his son if they indeed go this route. Star Wars has a lot of open-ended questions and stuff like that, but this is one that I hope they follow up on because it has a lot of promise that they could take a character from these 6 or rather 3 episodes of an animated series that were released and not a whole bunch of people paid attention to and bring him back in a major blockbuster form in the form of the movie. I would be fully on board, and I hope they do it.